chairperson ng Committee on Public Services sa mabilis na pagdinig nito. Ah, itong itong topic na ito, sana kasing bilis rin yung ating internet speed. Alam mo, apat po yung nakikita kong issue dito eh. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin, isa sa mga bills na ating tinatalakay ay ang better internet speed. So, ito yung apat na bagay: signal, speed, security, and affordability. Signal, speed, security, affordability. Yun yung mga nagiging problema natin ngayon. Sa out of 169 countries, pang number 56 ang Pilipinas sa pinaka-poor internet service. Remember, out of 169, nandun tayo sa top na mahinang ating internet service. And yet, ang Pilipinas ang isa sa pinaka-active pagdating sa social media. It's a basic human right now to have internet access. In fact, the development of a country is also hinged on its ability to be able to access internet and digital services. Kaya kung gusto natin pataasin ang ating GDP, actually dun sa mga probinsya, yung ating mga mangingisda, yung ating mga magsasaka, kaya nilang magbenta ng kanilang um, mga tanim o kanilang mga nahuhuling mga isda gamit ang internet. In fact, alam natin na marami sa ating mga kababayan ang nagla-live selling. 'Di ba? Talagang malaki ang kinikita diyan. Ngayon, ito yung nakakalungkot na datos na talakay ng ating chairperson kanina, yung ating mga cell towers. Bakit ang hirap-hirap magpatayo? Nung nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, nagkaroon tayo ng batas na pinaikli natin ang proseso para wag nang dumaan sa ilang steps. Parang ridiculous, sir. Parang more than, ewan ko ba, parang 30 plus steps noon or even more than that. So pinaikli ng konti dahil nag-pandemic, kailangan natin ng signal. Eh ngayon, mukhang bumabalik na naman sa dati. Ito ang datos natin. The Philippines has 23,000 cell towers. Vietnam has 30,000. I'm sorry, Vietnam has 90,000 cell towers and Bangladesh has 30,000. Imagine natalo pa tayo ng Bangladesh. And yet, pagdating sa social media usage, ang Pilipinas ang number one or at least in the top five. So ladies and gentlemen, if we just improve our signal, we can actually harness this to empower our countrymen. Now, we've also been discussing when it comes to the download speed. Tumaas na yung download speed. Actually, congratulations. Hindi man namamalaya ng iba pero tumaas to 94.42 Mbps compared to 91.7 in 2023. And yet, compared to other countries, halimbawa, Vietnam, kasi yun yung pinaka medyo malapit sa atin so yun ang gagamitin kong peg. 135 Mbps sila, nasa 77 lang tayo. So kalahati. And when it comes to ano ang investment ng ating mga telco pagdating sa internet service? Supposedly, we need 1.1 billion to reach the required target coverage level, $1.1 billion. And I think this is in the low range because Indonesia spent 23.2 billion and Vietnam, Singapore 2.44 billion, Vietnam mababa na 820 million sapagkat dollars lahat ito dahil mataas na ang kanilang pagpapatayo ng mga iba't ibang mga infrastructure for internet and cell service. Now, Mr. Chair, hindi kailangan ang laki ng kinikita ng ating mga telcos. Okay? Hindi ko nahihingin ngayon kung magkano kinikita ninyo sa isang taon. Pero ang return on investment sa ating mga kababayan ay hindi ganon, hindi bumabalik sa kanila eh. Ito nga yung sinasabi natin. Kanina nung papunta ako dito, nakikinig ako sa hearing ninyo. Salamat, and I should also give credit na malinaw yung signal ko. Pero pag cellphone ang ginagamit ko sa EDSA, talagang napuputol sa iba't ibang lugar. Hindi ninyo pwedeng sabihin na kasi yung MRT or yung gobyerno ay hindi ni-renew yung or hindi kami sure kung ni-renew ang subscription. Ang lugar na yan, may mga subscribers kayo na dumadaan dyan. So dapat meron kayong mga cell towers na kayang i-cover ang area na yan. Yan ang main thoroughfare ng ating bansa. Ngayon, earlier also today, our chairperson asked, ano na yung rate of connectivity ng ating mga educational institutions, yung ating SUCs, yung ating mga DepEd schools? Ang dinig ko napakababa, hindi ba? May nagsabi ba 1%? Sino ba dito yung sa mga SUC sa DepEd na nagsalita kanina? Meron. DepEd, ilan?
Ah, Madam Chair, as to that po, yung submission po namin ng data, ilalagay na lang po namin sa position paper po namin.
Okay. Sir, you understand that this is a hearing on public services, internet yung topic, di ba? So I would have assumed that you would have that information. On the other hand, we would like to have that because we are transitioning to digital and computerization. Pero gusto man natin ibigay lahat ng kailangan ng ating mga kababayan, ang inuuna natin yung infrastruktura para magamit to. Halimbawa, mag-online tayo katulad ng sinabi ni Chairman. Kailangan natin na yung mga estudyante natin may online connectivity. Yung mga schools na kailangan ng computers, kung wala namang kuryente, wala namang signal. 'Di ba? So we need that data so that when it comes to rolling out uh, support for our DepEd schools, alam natin kung saan ang kulang. At alam ko, maraming mga nagsasabing mga teachers na yun nga yung kulang sa kanila. Wala silang connectivity. They're using their own data to be able to access. Isn't that the basic necessity before we can modernize and improve our educational facilities? We need to have the connectivity. So I would like that data as soon as possible. Okay. So another thing also, our chairman has mentioned that in certain establishments owned by certain, well, the parent companies owned by certain telco companies, nawawalan ng signal. I think all are guilty of that. I've seen it happen in certain areas. Pagpapasok ka, ownership ng A, mahina si B. And ownership ng B, mahina si A. That should be really looked into by the Philippine Competition Commission. Hindi pwede yan. Okay, so now, Mr. Chair, I know this is your hearing. I just feel very passionate about this because I believe that the country economy will grow even more if we have better service. So I'd like to ask the DICT, and this is my only question for today. DICT, what is the state of our digital connectivity in the country? Ano ba? Ilang percent ang may internet access? Ano ang average Mbps?
Mukhang hindi niya ata alam.
Basically sir, ay mayroon pong ano sir, Mr. Chair sa Zoom po na resource person na pwedeng sumagot po dun sa question po.
Nasaan na po yung naka-zoom?
Director Paul Tuason po.
Okay. Director Tuazon, are you there? Where's Director Tuazon?
For our virtual resource persons, we have the following. We have Engineer Julius Escobar of the ICT, Director Rodel Aniban on cybersecurity, and Jerry Infeliz also on cybersecurity.
Tuazon, the name that he did mention.
Paul Tuazon also, sir. Project Director on Free Public Internet Access.
Ayon. Mr. Paul Tuazon, are you there? Answer the question of Senator Grace po. Mr. Tuazon, please. So sino po may data? Sino po makasagot doon sa question ni Senator Grace po? Okay. Engineer Miko, are you there? Engineer Miko? Nandiyan ba si Engineer Miko? Nagpapasa-pasa na tayo parang basketball dito. Wala.
Mr. Chair, this is really So disappointing, di ba? Parang very
Yan ang
basic.
sinabi ko eh. Yes.
Very basic information. So, alam mo, ayaw naman natin gambalain yung inyong secretary na dumalo sa ganito kung masasagot naman ninyo. Pero mukhang, Mr. Chair, siya na yata dapat ang ipatawag natin next time.
Next time, I
Kasi
think.
kung hindi pa niya masagot ito, eh talagang hopeless tayo. Mr. Chairman, I would like to...
Siguro, excuse me, Senator
Yeah.
Grace. Siguro next time, patawag natin si Secretary para lahat ng alipores niya kasama niya. Para kapag hindi niya masagot, alipores 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 naka-line up to sasagot. Okay, sige, Senator Grace.
Sir, we have these local service providers. I would like to inform our chairman, because of the Public Service Act that we passed, foreign players can now invest in the Philippines. And the first one that was granted a permit is actually Starlink. Now,
Okay.
when we had that assessment of the service provided by Starlink, the judiciary, sir, nandito yung mga justices, sinabi nila, they are able to conduct hearings in Tawi-Tawi and other remote places in Mindanao because of Starlink. Now, may problema tayo sa Starlink, sir.
Okay.
Etong problema, and it's in your hands to help us, and NTC. Starlink is now applying to get a franchise because NTC told them that they cannot get a provisional permit to operate if they don't have a franchise yet. Okay? Na ngayon, ito yung aking problema, sir. Kung hindi natin bibigyan ng provisional permit to operate ang Starlink, maraming mga businesses at mga lugar na hindi naaabot ng mga regular internet, ng regular telcos natin ang mawawalan ng signal. Habang dinidinig dito sa Kongreso, hindi natin wawalan ng kapangyarihan ng Kongreso na dinigin at malaman kung mabibigyan ng prangkisa o hindi. But in the meantime, that they're able to provide service, I think it is a matter of national security. It is a matter of national stability that we have options for internet service. So I will actually deliver a resolution that the senators will hopefully support na bigyan ng provisional license to our resource persons. Nakita ninyo yung sunog na nangyari sa LA. Lahat ng power lines nila dun sa mga lugar na yon tumba. And Starlink was the one that provided the portable satellites for them to use on the ground. Okay, now, ang sasagot ng NTC, kasi kailangan ng license kasi dati dun lang sila sa satellite, ngayon on the ground kailangan nila. Natural, kailangan nila ng sasalunon for better service and for better coverage. So I would like to be more progressive in our thinking. We cannot over-regulate ourselves or we will stunt our development. So I hope that NTC will heed the call of Congress na we are not taking out the franchise granting by Congress right to do so. What we need is in the meantime that we are deliberating a franchise that is responsive, you need to be able to be more flexible. So if you can tell your chairman to please draft hopefully an approval for this, bigyan natin sila kahit na 6 months provisional license to operate, or even a year, so that Congress will be able to deliberate properly. And that's all for now, Mr. Chair. Thank you for your
Senator
time.
Grace. As soon as you file that resolution, it's referred to this committee. I-hear ko kaagad yan, I promise you. Thank you. Thank you for that opening that.